9.
53, Mike 53. I'm coming at you.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
He's got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
180.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. The 20. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 47 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
The first down run with Chubb is going to go nowhere. He's, in fact, going to lose a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Ready. Ready, base. Mike. Got you, boy. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. And 58 is the Hustle. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, Captain. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Point it right. Point it right. Point it right. 49.
Mayfield now. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, Delta. 53, Mike. Regular. Go. Check.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Jackson being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. Hayward, pick it up. 58, right over there, yeah.
Play action, now Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, Where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Check 15, check 15.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This is caught. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Let's go.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
Let's go.
7-7.
They come out here in the eye.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get this. Get this. Run. Rush in.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Kareem Hunt with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
To throw again, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, ship.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Shift. Check 13.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Show it up. Check 37. Go. Motion.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Past the 20. And a throw right sideline is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
As he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Bravo!
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 60 yards. As his guys are able to regain the lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, alert 33. Here we go again. Check 26. Check. Hey, alert 33. Big time, Scott.
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the interception, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson now. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check 99. Check 99.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got it with the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, 78 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Jackson now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Hunt. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They run with Hunt, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
From the 27, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got? Jump. X3, 218, jump.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They run again with Hunt. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. And the catch made by Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Jackson now is hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Chubb. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch 80. Watch 80.
from the 38. Jackson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line.
Watch the shot. That's it. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 58's the Mike.
From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
58's the Mike. 58. Don't get nervous.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10.
44's the Mike. 44's the Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. They'll run with Chubb. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm trying to go.
To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
180! Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, Zoo! Hurry, hurry!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Caught left side. It's Beckham. There he goes left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 81 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So minutes after giving up the lead in the 4th quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
Let's go! Let's go! The
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
53, Mike 53.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
Let's go, D. Tight end left, tight end left.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And again, it's Chubb. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
58, Mike. Hey, me and you all day. I know. I'm coming after you. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Here's Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OT.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
We got 3. 58's the Mike. 58.
Now Jackson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Strong right, strong right. 3 down. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson got a man on the right sideline. That's Andrews. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Come on, man. Let's go.
They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the